Hello there, it's Megan Andrew, and I'm excited to introduce the Winter Bouquet stamp set and dies that will help you create gorgeous florals on your holiday cards. This bundle includes a stamp and a die set to create a sweet arrangement of poinsettias in or outside of a vase. There are two stamped vase designs with two large poinsettias, which I love stamping in any pink or red. To give them extra interest, you can also add a darker hue in the center using a blending brush, like I'm showing you here. Fill out your floral arrangement with leaves and berries, which you can stamp directly around the flowers or die cut with their coordinating dies. The stamp set also includes several greetings. Merry Christmas and Season's greetings coordinate with the sentiments on the vase so that you can stamp them in contrasting colors. But you can also add Noel, Happy Holidays, and Joy to you and yours. This die set includes 9 dies to cut out your stamped vase and florals and includes the vase die, 2 large leaves, 2 poinsettias, small holly leaves and berries, tiny posy, a branch of berries, and a branch of leaves. You can stamp the entire flower arrangement directly onto a card front to easily create a one-layer card. This also makes it easy to mass produce for your holiday greetings. Let me show you how to do this. I started with my vase already stamped in cranberry in the center of an A2 card base. With the vase, the floral arrangement will be 4 inches tall, so plan for that on your card front. If you don't want to use the vase, you can also start with the leaf stamp, and I'll show you a card without the vase in just a minute. Line up where the stems of the leaves cut off straight with the straight edge of the vase opening, and then stamp. I'm using evergreen ink here. Now the stems of your poinsettias will look like they're coming right out of the vase. Your poinsettias will fit directly into those leaves by placing those little arrows on the acrylic stamp upward when you place them onto your paper. Here you can see me placing the flower with that little arrow pointing up, and it fits exactly into those leaves. You just want to make sure you can see a tiny, tiny sliver of the leaves on that acrylic so that you know your flower will go from edge to edge of the leaf. I'm going to stamp my first poinsettia here using watermelon. Now I'm placing my second flower with that arrow pointing up onto the right side of the leaf base. I'm going to stamp this one using ballet slipper ink. To add a little bit more color to the center of my poinsettia, I am stippling watermelon ink onto my stamp using a blending brush, and then I'm stamping. I'm going to do this several times to add a little pop of color to the center. Now it's time to make this flower arrangement as full as your heart desires by adding all of those little pieces like holly, the little branches, the little posies, the sparkles, and more. Now let's take a look at the 3 cards I created using this bundle. My first card is a one-layer card created by stamping only. I stamped the center leaves onto the center of a piece of A2 cardstock in evergreen without the vase, then my poinsettia flowers in brickyard to fit into the leaves. I stamped the flower centers in honeycomb, then added leaf branches in pistachio, holly in rainforest and cranberry, and berries in pimento. I added the Noel sentiment in pimento, then finished off with a few sparkles in honeycomb and gold sequins. This one feels very lovely and vintage to me. My second card shows how you can step it up with layers by using the Winter Bouquet dies. I stamped the center leaves in rainforest on an A2 piece of white cardstock, then added leaves in eucalyptus and berries in carnation. I die cut this panel using an oval die from last year's Nutcracker bundle and layered it with another oval cut from silver metallic cardstock. Next, I stamped the flowers in ballet slipper, adding carnation to the center, and the vase and tide pool adding Merry Christmas in rainforest. I also stamped the solid leaves in juniper and die cut all of these images. I layered my oval centerpiece onto the card front, created with a piece of Tide-Pull cardstock topped with a white quilted card front panel. Then I adhered the vase and the flowers using 1mm foam adhesive. I finished off the card by tucking the juniper leaves into the arrangement and adding silver sequins. My final card shows how you can combine the pretty poinsettia flowers with other products in your stash. Here I stamped flowers in brickyard, watermelon, and ballet slipper, and the centers with honeycomb before cutting them out with the coordinating dies. I also stamped the small branches in pistachio and die cut them out, as well as the larger leaves, die cutting them straight from avocado cardstock and then stamping the veins. I arranged all of this in a diagonal line onto my sea glass card front, which I cut using the Lattice corner cut die for extra interest. The large Season's Greetings sentiment from this month's Season's Greetings stamp set was stamped in rainforest, and I finished off the card with a few dewdrops. There is so much you can do with the Winter Bouquet Bundle, and we can't wait to see what cards you come up with.